I know, right? Nah, see? The 18th episode. That's right. All right, welcome everyone to Masking Geek number 121, the live stream Dungeons & Dragons session 20. TJ and I are actually on the same screen together because we're in Kansas City. This is the Kansas City edition. So, without further ado, we're going to kick it over to the Rational DM.
Rational DM, yeah.
Rational DM. That's right, Mr. Raul Tomasi.
Right.
And here we go with our...
Yeah, I just shared the screen with you. This is where we left off, guys. So you guys have a very long hallway here. Let me just...
mummies.
Yeah, mummies.
Right.
Well, one mummy now. So the last we left off, Rothos is on his ass, Grot's on his ass, and Aldemar on his ass too, because they decided to pull the rotten carpet out from under Rothos as he was casting a spell. And as Rothos was casting catapult, I believe it was, or something like that, where he was firing the rocks down the way there, that one chunk of rock, anyways. When he did so, you pulled the rug, literally pulled the rug out from underneath him, and he fell back. You guys fell back, and now as you guys kind of get up and go, "What the hell just happened?" You heard kind of a clanking sound, and you only see one mummy instead of three mummies right there.
Oh shit!
And it's still coming down. They're slow and steady. They're just kind of like they're mummies, right? They're just coming down the way, actually. So you guys are kind of like on your ass right now. You can still see the mummy down the lane there. So actually, the thing people I'm going to start with today is going to be Gray and Blodgett are going to be the ones who can see this. Duncan's right there too. Blodgett's moving a little bit back, but you can see that these guys just fell down. Mm-hmm. And Gray and Lupo, you guys are, well, Lupo anyways behind you. Duncan's right there, and as you can see, Blodgett's right there. So you guys see one mummy coming down this hallway, and it's just kind of like listing back and forth as it's slowly moving its way up the hallway there.
I look at Gray and say,
"Now think over these guys because they're on their ass right now."
I look at Gray and say, "I think this is a job for the bear."
Yeah.
The bear.
Yeah, don't forget the bear.
Yes, Sid the bear.
It's actually behind Blodgett. I should have put a thing for
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That's Grat's new friend.
Bear.
His big teddy bear. Yeah.
Yep.
Well,
Sid the vicious bear.
I don't think there's anything that I can do with the bear. I actually, how far away? Because I've got a guiding bolt. The range is 120 feet.
You can definitely do guiding bolt.
I'm going to cast
a little black marker here for where the bear is, just so we can see.
I'm going to cast guiding bolt on this thing, and my roll is a 19. I've got a +7 on my spell bonus.
Okay. So you see this guy. So your guiding bolt. Describe to me once again what it does. Give me
A flash of light streaks toward a creature of my choice within range. And I make a ranged spell attack against the target dice. And on the hit, takes 46 radiant damage.
Okay.
And the next attack roll made against that target before the end of my next turn has advantage. So whoever attacks it next up to and including me on my next turn has advantage against it because there's a mystical dim light glittering around it.
Now, did we say there was a saving throw for that? There was a...
Nope, there's no saving throw.
So you end up casting guiding bolt down at that mummy. What happens is you see the guiding bolt, the bright light kind of shoot out from your hands, and it strikes the mummy like dead in the chest, dead in the chest. But the mummy doesn't wince, and the mummy doesn't go like this, and you just kind of see it kind of flash in front of you, and you hear this kind of crashing, or like it sounds like a shattering sound comes from right about where you think the mummy got hit, and that mummy then disappears.
Are we shooting at mirrors?
If there is any side messages off this, is it like a mirror or something, some sort of trick or an illusion?
Now what happens is as this happens and you guys are kind of like trying to clamber back to your feet. Let me see, where did I put the eraser? There it is.
I gotta mark that spell was cast. Okay.
I'm gonna put the bear in here too, just so you know.
2 first level spell sets remaining.
All right. So what happens here is you see a door right here, far end of this hallway, and where you see that this little slat right here is a bunch of shattered glass that's down at the end of this thing.
Oh shit!
Fuck.
We were shooting.
So they're around the corner. Now that the glass. Okay, so can I talk to these guys like in character?
Yeah, please do. Always do.
Okay, we've been tricked. It was a mirror, but we can't see them, so they can't see us. So maybe if we rush to the end of this hall, we can catch them by surprise when they round the corner. Blodgett, go on ahead, if you don't mind, and make sure we don't run into crabs.
Well, I'll definitely go ahead, but I can either check for traps or I can do it quick. I can't necessarily do both, at least not and do them well. But I will proceed ahead of the party and check things out.
I can get you about there. So you want to check as you're going?
Yeah.
Sort of a hurried check, I guess.
It's definitely a hurried check, which means it's not going to be the most thorough check, but
okay. Roll me a d20 right quick.
Certainly. An 11.
Okay. You don't find any traps.
Okay.
Between where you were and where you are right now, anyway. So.
All right.
All right. Let's move along. Brothos, you're next in line, and Aldemar, Grot, you guys are now back on your feet, dusting yourselves off and checking your knees.
Yeah.
I'm going to start catching up to Blodgett, following him.
Okay.
His car.
So I can get you right along. Actually, you could go past Blodgett if you want to.
I'll go past him then.
Okay. Aldemar, you're next.
All right, I'm gonna just run up as far as I can to catch up with those guys.
Okay. I'll get you about there. Grot, I would presume you're following up too.
I'm gonna go grab the bear.
Okay.
I'm
So
gonna
we're going
push.
back to grab the bear. Duncan sees you guys moving, and he comes down as well.
I have to wheel the bear off.
Gray, what do you want to do?
My titted bear.
What do I want to do?
Yep.
Well, I'm going to give Grot some privacy while he grabs the bear. Hurry along behind the others.
Okay. Put you there. And Lupo's going to take it here. All right, Grot, you have the bear.
Nice. Grant have bear.
Okay. I presume you're going to take it with you?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so you're wheeling it along. It's definitely slowing you down because you're dragging the wheels over the carpet, the rotten carpet. So I'm going to put you about there.
Last, yeah.
All right, let's move back to Rotha. Or actually, Blodgett, you're next in line.
Yeah, this checking for traps is going to work out better than I thought. I'll have the elf trigger something. I'll go on ahead and move forward, and as I make that kind of snide comment under my breath.
Okay.
And
roll me a d20 as you do.
Certainly. Oh, 5.
You don't find anything along that stretch. Aldemar, you're next. What are you going to do?
I'm gonna keep going as far as I can go down the corridor.
Okay.
Let the other guy be the guinea pig.
The red shirt.
Mm-hmm.
He's gotta be the red shirt.
Duncan will
Captain Kirk.
look over here.
Red shirt.
Gray, you're up.
I am going to walk up to and place a hand on Blodgett's shoulder and cast guidance on him.
Okay.
Which
I'll
is
have to push you a little bit further up then. So
okay. So he can add a D4 or roll a D4 and add the number rolled to one of those ability checks of his choice.
Okay.
Within up to a minute. So up to the next, like, what is that? Like 10 turns.
Okay. So you're doing that. You're casting that spell on Blodgett right now. Grot, you're still back up there.
Yeah, still pushing Sid.
Okay. Bear. Grot and Bear. On the right about here.
The new children's book.
Grot and Grot and Bear.
Grot and Bear.
All right, you guys. Let's push it back right about there. That's where you're at.
That's cool. It's good to see that from a bird's eye view.
Yeah, so you can get it better. Move that up so you can see.
Come off your phone. What are you doing?
There we go. That'll work. Okay, you guys are okay. Blodgett, Gray, you're done with that spell.
Okay.
Let's put Blodgett. Blodgett, where you want to go?
Yeah, I'll continue to move forward, checking as I go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Give me a D20.
All right. The 20 is a 16, and the D4 is a 2, so 18 total.
18 total.
That's true.
You don't find anything along here. And Gray, what do you want to do?
Well, it's a cantrip, so I'm just going to cast it again. I'm going to keep casting guidance on Blodgett. So every time he uses it, I'm going to cast it until we get up close. If we have to fight.
Okay, so you can cast it again on here. You've got to get up there and actually physically touch him to do that.
Yeah, I have to place my hand on him.
All right, Harothas, your turn, Harothas.
I'm going to continue to move forward, trying to catch up to
On
Blodgett.
I-90. This report will be updated as conditions change.
All right. Aldemar, what are you doing?
I'm going to take my torch.
Okay.
I'm going to light it. And I'm going to throw that puppy as far as I can throw it.
Oh my god. You're gonna set the carpet on fire.
Which way?
Which way?
Towards the broken glass?
Towards, the broken glass.
Okay, so you're gonna have to launch that over Gray and Blodgett right there.
Yeah, so I'm going to tell those two guys to duck if they know what's good for them.
All right, I need you to roll me a D20 and watch him, Vince.
All right. Oh, nice.
17.
Natural 17.
Okay, yeah, you end up about 30 feet down, and it just kind of flatly flops into the center of the carpet right there. Some of the carpet is starting to burn, but the carpet is kind of damp and musty and old anyways, so it's not like it's not going to light real easy.
That's what I thought.
So you've got it right about where, can you see where my cursor is right there? Right about there. So you end up taking it, you throw it over their heads, and these guys at the same time, Gray's trying to touch Blodgett. He's like, what the hell?
Bloody hell.
Yeah. Okay, so you just threw that over there. Let's see, Lupo.
All right, we know it is not.
Right there. Here. Grot, you're up.
I'll continue to push. I'll keep an eye on everything. I see him toss the torch.
Yeah.
I just shake my head and like, but I'm going to keep pushing Sid forward.
Okay. Actually, let me just push you guys together. I might as well just link you guys.
Yes, silly human throwing torch as he pushes his big stuffed bear in the hallway.
Exactly.
Across the carpet like it's like moving down. All right, you get down as the torch goes over your head out of nowhere. You don't know where they've come from, but you see where'd they go?
Oh shit! Getting ambushed.
And there, out of the secret door you didn't see, comes Hobgoblin Sergeant. Another Hobgoblin.
Uh-oh.
Grad fucked them up.
Another Hobgoblin.
Go get him, Sid.
That's right. I'm gonna beat them with Sid.
Another hobgoblin.
Jesus Christ.
Another hobgoblin.
Okay. What?
And
it's Hobgoblin Alley.
The last hobgoblin.
Good thing I got my bow and arrow.
It's a good thing you got a torch smoldering up the hallway.
Like
that was real good.
like clowns getting out of a Volkswagen.
Right, so since they've got the drop on you, except for Grot, nobody else sees these guys coming except for Duncan and Grot at this point. So you see there was a secret door that was up here, but it was behind the curtains that are on the wall there. So it came through those. And remember this whole hallway is lined with curtains and art. So it's you don't know where to even look. That's one of the reasons why Blodge is not finding anything, is because he's not looking behind anything. So these guys, the bust out of the, and they're armed with long swords. The only one that looks like a real threat, Grot, looks like some sort of sergeant or some sort of leader. He's a little bit bigger, a little bit taller. Now, remember, these are hobgoblins, they're not goblins, and so they're not stupid orcs either.
And they stink.
You've already fought them once before, so you got that. Now, at the same time, now we're going to put these guys back.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
And now, Blodgett, you see coming from around the corner at this point is
we're going to die.
What looks like mummies.
All right.
So they've rounded the corner. Clearly, this is some kind of ambush. Now, I need Rothos and Blodgett. I need you to roll me a d20 real quick.
Do you want me to roll the d4 as well?
If you want.
Yeah, I will.
Okay.
I rolled a 14 on the 20 and a 2 on the 4.
Okay.
So 16.
Rothos, what did you roll?
I rolled a 7.
A 7. Okay. You don't see this, but Blodgett, you do. Aren't mummies. They are hobgoblins wrapped up to look like mummies. So they're now holding. They're coming at you with morning stars. These guys have morning stars. The other guys behind you have long swords, and there's one that is looks like a leader type that's there. So they're wrapped up. They're trying to trick you. They remember that hobgoblins are really superstitious, and you know that already. So they're like afraid of like spooks and ghosts and things like that. So they think that this is hilarious, first of all. And then second of all, they think it's going to scare you, and it's not scaring you.
Okay.
So now the same mummies that you saw before have rounded that corner there.
All right.
And are coming up towards you. So we'll go in initiative order for that, except for Grot and Duncan are going to be here. Okay, they don't have any ranged weapons except for the leader, and you see him like whipping around what looks like a sling, Grot.
All right.
And he fires, he just like whips this sling bolt, like a sling bullet at you. And the first one, that one misses you, and it like kind of impacts into the bear, and it like into the bear, like there's definitely something not right with the sling. Then the second one hits Duncan square in the chest, and he's kind of like bowls him over. So this sling bolt like smashes him right in the chest, and he kind of like backs up, and he's like, it hits him like square in the chest. And actually, I need to. So he got hammered by this sling. And had the bear not been in front of you, Grot, it almost went through the bear to hit you.
Oh shit!
Like a shotgun shell, like going through the through the thing. So you guys, Lupo and Aldemar, you hear this boom, boom behind you. One of them is Duncan, and Duncan actually gets backed up into you, Aldemar. He doesn't fall over. You kind of break his fall, but he's just kind of like he's stunned. He just got whacked in the chest. So now I need Grot. You get first lick, so you can do what you want to. The rest of you guys are, but you guys are surprised by these guys, except for the dudes down here. So Grot, you got next lick. So what do you want?
All right, so I look at them kind of wide-eyed. I make and quickly assess the situation. I yell ambush.
Okay.
I'm gonna pick up Sid.
Okay.
And I'm gonna hold him crosswise, like 45-degree angle, and I'm gonna rush down the hallway with him.
Okay. I presume your sword is on your back. It's very tight quarters in here.
Yeah, my sword's on my back.
I'm gonna give that to you this time. Next time you're gonna have to tell me it's already on your back.
Okay, yeah. I figured because I was pushing Sid. I assumed. Okay, yeah. So
you got Sid. At this point, Sid is almost like coming apart because of that hit it took. So.
Oh shit, Sid! So with the remains of Sid, I'm gonna just power my way down and try to get to that massive hobgoblin.
Okay. So let me grab that. All right. So you're going to push this way into these two that are right there in front. So that's going to be the first thing you're going to do because they're definitely going to try to block you on. Sid. But what I need you to do now is, first of all, I need you to roll me a D20 to hit, which shouldn't be too tough.
I'm going to steal TJ's. Natural 19.
Yeah. Hey, it's a lucky 10.
I know, right?
That's enough to barrel right into these first two guys with Sid. Now, when you do that, the hobgoblins don't know what the hell is going on because here's this bear that's just being pushed towards them. So they can barely see you behind it, and so they don't know really what to make of all this. So you plow that into them. What I need you to do now is roll. Give me 2 D20s.
A natural 1 and a natural 19 again.
Oh boy. Okay, so the first one, let's do the 19 first because that's easier. Yeah. And your strength bonus is +4 because you are a big old burly half orc because you're 19 strength, right? I'm looking at your character.
It's actually 20.
20. Good enough.
I have the stone giant hat.
So you barrel that one into him. All right. I'm going to roll the damage because this is a bear and you don't know what the fuck's going on.
Beat to death with a bear.
All right. The one that you got the 19 on, you just basically barrel right in. I'm just going to give you this guy right here. So this dude right here is cooked.
Cool.
Automatically. That just basically pushes him over. Now the thing is as you, I was going to give you I was going to roll in the fumble chart here, but you're not actually using a weapon.
Fumble the bear.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have you roll one more D20 real quick.
All right. Another 18.
Okay, so you barely managed to keep your feet, but they're gonna get licks on you next. You're not gonna be able to attack. So the bear basically disintegrates as a result.
Oh no, Sid!
So the bear is kind of like in multiple like stuffed bear pieces, and you kind of overcompensate in the fumble. So you kind of like into the next guy who's just like the hobgoblin's like, the hell, where'd this guy come from? So you're like kind of hanging on to him as the bear goes this way, and you're like hanging on to him that way. Duncan is stunned in a big way. So
especially if you just saw that.
Yeah, Aldemar, he backs into you. Now the rest of you guys, I need you to roll initiative. So everybody roll D20.
You want Grat to roll?
Yeah, and Grot too.
3.
13.
6, 3, 13.
8 for Grat.
16 for Rotha.
Okay.
10.
Okay. And what did you? Sorry, let's go around the horn again. Grot, what did you get?
8.
8.
Yeah. I rolled a 6. I only have a +2.
And Blotch, you got 10.
Yes.
And Gray, what'd you get?
3.
Gray's 3. And Aldemar, what'd you get?
I got 13.
13. And Lupo. Why does Lupo outperform all of you?
He's just that good.
He's stunned, so he's not going
performance
right
enhancement
away.
drugs.
Right?
Outperformance.
Okay. And
Yes, who's that guy?
That guy. I'm gonna figure out how I should do this now.
wow. Okay.
I should probably just keep killing them.
I need to get a shot in. I haven't even gotten to shoot.
You need to shoot. You either help me or take. They're closer.
All right, here we go.
They're closer. Yeah.
All right, now I got everybody. So it's this when you play like D&D, like at a game store or something. When you do initiative, it's real easy because you can just like put little cards up and everything. Okay, here you go, you're first, and then like when you do it online, I have to like take everybody's like scores down so I can remember where everybody's at. Okay, let's see the first thing. Rothos, actually, you are still you're number one. So what are you going to do first, Rothos?
But before Rothos does anything, I didn't get to respond since I noticed that those weren't undead. So Blodgett's like, Vecna's bloody stump. Those aren't mummies. They're more of those friggin' hobgoblins.
Jinkies, guys.
Zoinks!
Jinkies.
Zoinks!
Zoinks.
Ruh-roh.
You all get to see what they really are.
Got away with it too.
I'm still trying to find the Blodgett character since someone hasn't even sent me his character sheet yet.
I'll do it right as soon as we're done.
I'm just kind of winging it.
Yeah, hold your breath. Okay, so Hrothas, your elf eyes see that these are not mummies.
All right. So that I see the 3 hobgoblins, right?
Yep. You know something's going on behind you too because you heard 2 really loud cracks, and then you also heard like a kind of a collision or something going on in the back. You can't really tell what's going on because there's too many people behind you, but like you can hear what's going on. And your most pressing attacks are coming straight for you, and these mummies are moving a lot quicker than they were before.
I am going to cast Fireball into the hobgoblins.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
I'm glad I'm in the back with the remains of the bear.
Do you know how big the room is? I didn't ask how big the room was. I said I cast Fireball.
Oh, shit.
Okay, you're prepping Fireball. That'll take. I don't know what the I'm unfamiliar with how Fireball works in 5th. I do know how it works in 1st, however.
In 1st, you're kind of fucked in the hallway.
No, I'm thinking like how long does it take you to like sort of generate Fireball? Like what's the casting time of Fireball?
I don't have the thing in front of me right now.
Right, I'm gonna go with it's gonna take you at least 2 actions to generate to get it going because that's a pretty high level spell. But you'll get it off before they get down to you.
Okay.
So you're working that up, and next up is actually of all people Lupo. So let's move Lupo. Lupo is kind of like trying to attend to Duncan right now, but then he also, as he's trying to like sort of pick Duncan back up and get him like back on his feet, he notices that there are hobgoblins bearing down on him too. So he kind of like is starting to freak out a little bit and whips out his hammer. And so he can't actually make an attack. So he's just going to sort of ready himself right where he's at and try to help Duncan. Let's see who's next. Actually Duncan is next after that. So Duncan's going to he's still stunned. There's not much he can really do. And next in line is Aldemar. What are you doing?
I'm drawing my bow.
Okay.
And I'm firing at the biggie guy. The big one behind.
The big hobgoblin behind me.
Yeah.
Behind grass.
Okay. So you have between you've got Duncan, Lupo, and Grot.
Oh, they move forward then.
You want to try to thread the needle, you can, but
If I was going to thread the needle, what would I have to
DM
roll?
advice for the whole game.
Say what?
That's your DM advice for the whole game.
That's all you get.
What did he say?
DM advice. Sometimes the DM will give you
But
advice.
you
Don't
have-
do
you
that,
have-
that's gonna be
you
right.
have-
All right. I won't do it. Okay, I'm going to move up so that I can get all these other yokels behind me so I can get a clear shot.
Okay, to right here.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's going to put you right there. Grot's the only one who just fumbled and is kind of like hugging this guy. He looks like he's dancing with this guy right here. I'll give you the shot. You won't get two, but you can get one shot off at the big guy down the hall there, simply because you had to push your way past Lupo and Duncan.
So you can fire off one shot at the big guy.
Oh, I can fire? Okay,
Yeah.
cool. I'm going to fire off a shot at the big guy.
Okay.
Good. Roll your 20. Roll. Oh my God! He fumbled.
Ah, what did I get?
That's a crack die.
Okay.
We roll that. Nothing on the floor counts. Oh my gosh! Shit, we don't want that one either. All right, he rolled a 1.
There we go. Now you're talking. Okay.
Shoots Grot right in the ass.
Okay, now since you fumbled, I need you to roll me a d20, Aldemar, because we're going to go to the DCC fumble.
You lose 9.
I rolled a 5.
Roll 5. Let's see, and that was a miss 11 too, wasn't it? Okay, pushing past those guys, you trip and you fall. So you waste that action, and your bowstring snaps.
Oh shit!
So you're gonna have to restring your bow at some point right now. So going through there and pushing your way through that fumble cost you dearly. Let's see who is next up. Oh, actually, Hobgoblins are up next. So these dudes are going to move up to right about there. Now, remember, these are Hobgoblins that look like mummies. They're just, as they move up, they got morning stars. They're going, trying to get you guys to scare you guys.
It's not working.
All right, and this guy. Oops, wait, where'd he go? Hobgoblin, there you go. You're a Hobgoblin. He's gonna push around. These guys are going to go here. Well, actually, I'm not going to be able to get past Grot, so let's push this dude.
Grot and the bear still.
Well, the bear disintegrated more or less, so.
Poor Sid. If his head's still there, I'll take the head.
Yeah, poor Sid. We barely knew you.
That's right.
Okay, Hobgoblin Sergeant whips that sling around like unnaturally fast. Two sling bolts just barely whip by your ears, Aldemar, and impact into the wall behind you. Lupo kind of ducks, does one of these things to get out of the way, but they're like gunshots when they come out of this sling, and he can fire off 2 of these at a time. So he's just like, but it's not even like, Davy and Goliath or shit like that. It's just like as fast as he can do it, and it smashes into this wall right here. I mean, like tearing into the side of the wall there. And Grot, you've got two Hobgoblins coming down on you right now with long swords, and both of them miss. So they're both trying to get there. It's kind of close quarter, so they're kind of like to work around you with these long swords. Next up is who's after you? Duncan's already gone. Blodgett, you're next. What are you going to do?
Well, I'm a little torn. Are they close enough to engage without me moving forward? Because I'm hearing the elf like chanting mystic mumbo jumbo, and that has me kind of leery.
They're still about 25 feet away from you.
I just stand back with the elf and with Gray and have my blades ready, so that if they get close enough to engage, they will. But I'm hearing the elf like talking mumbo jumbo, and I'm afraid something's going to start blowing up, and I'm not about to move into the area of attack.
Okay. Now remember, Blodgett does have that the dancing short sword. Well, so just a reminder.
But I have to engage first.
Yeah, you got to warm it up. You got to shake it up. You got to actually use it once before it will. All
right. So I need a fluffer for my dancing sword.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
Gray, you are last to go.
Can I tell what Rothas is doing? Do I have some idea what he's about to?
Yeah, you do actually, because you are a cleric of Palor, and you see he is definitely going into. You can see some like a ball of fire that's starting to come into his hands right there, and so you know what fireball spell looks like.
Okay, so because I see him preparing that, I'm going to turn to see what's happening on the other side. Do I see who's attacking Grot?
You can just hear,
Or what do I see?
hear the sounds of combat from behind, but Lupo, Duncan, and Aldemar are kind of in your way right now. You can barely see Grot. You know some shit went down, and you keep hearing this crack, crack every so often.
Okay. I'm going to start backing up then while keeping an eye on these. Well, he can't see where I'm pointing. I'm going to continue to look in the direction that we're facing where the three are dressed as zombies, but I'm going to try to back so that I'm closer to Lupo and ask him if he's okay.
Yeah, he's okay. He says, "Yes, I'm all right. What the hell are these things?"
Evil.
So he's got his hammer ready. He's just kind of like he seems like he's like, all right, like he's gonna open some whoop ass. Duncan is kind of holding him back, like remember Duncan's been training him too, so this is what he's like sort of been waiting for.
I'm going to prepare to cast Sacred Flame if I get an opening where I can see back. Actually, if Rothas does not drop all of them, I'm going to cast Sacred Flame on any one that he doesn't drop.
Okay.
Just pull it up here, Rolo. The Fireball for 5th edition is instant, but if you want to roll it as like half, I don't know. It's up to you.
That's all right. No, I'll give it to you anyways because you'll be able to cast it. You're actually the first in initiative order anyways, so you go next anyway. So do what you got to do.
Okay, so now I fire off the fireball in the middle of those three mummy dressed hobgoblins.
Right. Okay. So do they get any kind of save?
So they each have to make a dex save.
Okay. That would only half the damage as it is. So let's see. No, and one made it. Okay, so two of them just the lead two just burst into flames. The last guy did make his dex save, but what's the damage on the
8d6?
8d6. Oh boy. Okay. Well, let's just. I can tell you right now, the first two are gone. If I, let's see. Well, let's see. No, okay, they're all cooked. Half damage guy, and they just explode in flames, and
that's fucking awesome.
They tape for the bandages or whatever they wrap themselves in, only so to make them cook that much more. So you basically rip through all these guys. Now, here's the downside to this is that the fireball keeps going down the hallway, and everything from here to about this area right here, and you're suspecting down here as well, is just engulfed in flames. The carpet is on fire. The tapestries and the art that was on the walls is now basically a big burning mess. And so from about here to down to right about here. Actually, let's just do something here. You put that. So right about, give me a good, nice little red, flamey flame looking thing right here. I need like spell effects now.
Is the whole oil burning and shit?
It's from right about here all the way down.
That's awesome. Look at that. That's cool.
Into here. Okay.
God damn it, Rufus.
Let's see. So this is all a big burning mess. Actually,
someone called in the napalm strike.
So that's the. Let's put fire.
Fortunate Son starts playing in the background.
All right. So this area right in here is just ablaze. And it's fitfully burning, but it's enough because you just cast it, so it is pretty much cooked everything that's along the side there. All right, so that's Rothos.
Yeah, that's true.
Rothos' brilliant attack. Actually, Lupo is next, and so Lupo's going to push up a little bit here and try to take a shot at this guy. So Lupo pushes past you, Aldemar, like, he's like losing his shit. And so he goes at him with his footman's hammer and manages to clip him on the back, but doesn't really do any damage. So Lupo's actually trying to save you, Grot. Lupo's like,
over here.
And let's see. So that's Lupo's attack. Next in line is, oh boy, Sergeant Slaughter. Okay. Sergeant Slaughter is going to actually go into hand-to-hand with you now, Garrot.
All right.
He managed to hit you once.
Ooh.
And let's see. He's using a long sword. And he seems to be pretty damn good with it. So you take 5 points of damage from that longsword hit.
All right, down to 25.
Okay, so you got one hit on you with from the sergeant that's right there. Let's see, Hobgoblins, go. This Hobgoblin's going to go there. This guy is going to go over here. Go there. The other guy can't go anywhere. Okay, so Lupo's gonna get hit back by one guy. Hopefully, Lupo got clipped. And Aldemar, you have a hobgoblin on top of you, and he hits you with an 18. All right, so both of you guys got tagged. So Lupo got nicked. He was clumsy in his attack, so he did get hit back. Gray, it doesn't look too bad from where you're at. And Aldemar, you just took 7 points of damage. That was a good one.
Oh, shit. What are you up to?
Why don't you just give me a paper cut and pour lemon juice on it?
So that's those two. And so Sergeant got in on Grot, but did not get anywhere with him. Or I got one. Well, I shouldn't say that. I got one hit on you.
You got me with 5 points, yeah.
With 5 points. Oh, and then I've got one more hobgoblin that's on you too. And he doesn't do anything to you as well. Now, next is, okay, you can see Duncan actually is going back at that same one that's on you right now, Aldemar.
Yeah.
And he misses. And now it's your turn, Aldemar. You're up next.
I'm going to try and pull out my longsword and slash that bugger.
Okay. Go ahead. You got one attack on him, so you have to draw your sword. So you draw a sword, and you'll attack with your next action.
All right, so roll for D20.
Yeah,
D20, please.
Do it, Doug. Nice.
19.
19. Okay, you managed. That's actually that's going to count as a critical on him. So go ahead and roll your damage, which is D8.
Yeah. Seven.
Okay, and then add your dexterity bonus to that, which is, where is that, Aldemar? Your dex bonus is +4 for your dex bonus.
11 points.
Okay, so that'll kill that dude outright.
Nice.
Don't mess with the ranger.
That's right.
So that kills that dude. And let's see who is next in line. Blodgett, you're next in line.
All right. Is the hallway flaming like Aaron, or is it more smoldering like Hoda?
It is. Well, it was freshly cast, so it's still flaming right now. But it will. It looks like it will. It will die down.
Okay. I will. As the flames die down, I pour a little water out of my. I'm assuming I've either got water or wine. If I've got water, I'll dampen like a kerchief or part of my shirt and pull it up over my nose and proceed forward to see what if anything is around the corner, and to check the smoldering remains of the door at the end. Otherwise,
you can get to right about there without it being too hot for you to keep moving into it. So now remember, the floor is still carpeted. It's burning. The sides of the walls have either art or tapestries on the sides of the walls. Those are burning as well. But again, they're rotten and kind of like moldering anyways. So it's not hard it's hard. I should say it's hard for them to like burn. So it's more smoke right now than really like fire so much.
Okay. Well, I'll move up as far as I can, and then I'll kind of use my blades to poke at the remnants of the tapestries to make sure there aren't any more doors or nasty surprises behind them in that area.
Okay. All right. And last but not least, Gray, you are last in line.
As soon as I saw that all the hobgoblins on that side went down, I turned to pick a different target so that I could assist Grot and the others. So do I have a line of sight? Can I see one of the hobgoblins that I can cast Sacred Flame on?
Not that you could get to, because Lupo's engaged with the only one you can see right now. You do know that there's a bunch of them behind Aldemar, Lupo, and Duncan, but you can't see where they're at or what's going on right there. The only thing you can see, like enemy-wise, is the one that's bearing down on Lupo.
Okay. Would I be able to get to Lupo and pull out my mace and strike?
You would be able to, but you be at a disadvantage if you got up and did that. You can.
Yeah, I'll try it.
I'll give it to you. Yeah, I'll give it to you so you can get right behind there. Aldemar's just going to have to be. You're going to have to muscle him out of the way a little bit, but
fuck.
All right.
6.
All right. Yeah, go ahead. Take a shot. What'd you roll?
6.
6. Yeah, you would make that anyways because you would have been at about a -4. So, Grot, you are free to move, free to do what you want to. Whenever you choose. Any day now. Grot, what are you going to do?
Okay, so there is how many hobgoblins? I'm surrounded by 4 of them, including the one big fucker.
Let me zoom in on it for you. This is where you're at.
Okay, so I have 4.
This one right here is bearing down on Lupo. This guy is attacking you on his way down here. And then these guys are definitely on you. And the sergeant is actually kind of like, he's like, I got this guy. I got this guy.
All right, so Grat smash, Grat kill. So I'm gonna attempt to draw my greatsword and just kind of do like a lancing stick into this, I'm gonna jab into this larger hobgoblin.
Okay, now remember, your sword's on your back because you had to push the bear into the hobgoblin. So I'll give you the action to pull it off of your back.
All right.
And then you can attack with it, but you are in a confined space right now. So like jabbing or thrusting, yeah, you could do that.
Okay, so
strike possibly, but you're not going to be like swinging it like a freaking claymore.
Correct. So rather than the 2 attacks, I normally only get 1.
Yeah.
All right. Let me take the
and where's it going to go?
The magic dice roller.
Oh, you're going to go to the big. Where are you directing this?
Son of a bitch. It doesn't matter. All right. I'm directing it at the larger hobgoblin.
But it doesn't matter what happened.
It's 6 plus 9, so 15.
Okay. Yeah. Nope. No way.
Oh fuck.
Yeah. So, but you do manage to get your sword out. Your 2-handed sword is out now. So that's the good news.
That's good. Yeah.
All right. Coming back around the horn now. Rothas, you are next.
So,
a little help
seeing that
there.
I've burned down that hallway, I turn around to see what's going on. Do I see the hobgoblins on the other side?
You see a group of people behind you. You see Duncan, Gray, Aldemar, and Lupo right here. You know that there's sound combat going on in the back here. And you didn't hear any cracks like shotgun blasts or anything like that, like you did before. But you can definitely tell there's definitely some friction going on up there. Now remember,
So-
that's about 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, almost 50 feet ahead of you. Or that way, anyways.
How wide is the hallway again?
About 20 feet wide.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Okay. So I am going to move. I guess Duncan will be the closest. So I'm going to move to the right and then come up to Duncan to kind of squeeze around him to see what's going on.
Okay. You can get up to right about there and see over his shoulder from where he's at, because he's still kind of like he's reeling. I got the wind knocked out of him. And so over his shoulder, you can see what's going on with Grot. Grot is being assaulted by what looks like a of a hobgoblin.
Fuck.
It's clearly a leader type of some sorts. And then you count 4 hobgoblins behind him. They're armed with long swords.
Can I attempt to shove Duncan off to the left?
You can push past. Yeah, I'll give you that. You can push him here, but that'll be the end of your actions.
So now I can see the big guy.
Yeah.
Okay. Since I can't do really anything at this point, I guess that's the end of that.
Okay. And let's see. Oh, next is Lupo. Lupo gets to attack. Lupo's kind of like losing his shit, Gray. Hey.
Getting
Oh,
his
wow,
ass
well.
kicked, or he's panicking.
Probably for okay. So his first, it wasn't a fumble, but his first swing was like really wild. But his next one connects, so he ends up hitting with the hammer, and he ended up actually connecting with him pretty well. He doesn't kill the guy, but it sort of stuns him along the side. It looked like he caught him in the chest or along the shoulder, like the flank, with the hammer that he uses. And he's trying to do this. By the way, the bullseye lantern is leaning against this wall right here. So next in line is that was, and the next is geez. Okay, next up is going to be Sergeant Slaughter.
Oh, we are really crowded here.
Son of a bitch.
Okay.
This guy's going to hit me.
So Sergeant Slaughter is going to try to use his sword on you again. Rot, he does not like you.
I don't like me either.
All right, so if it's too crowded, he can't quite get a decent hit in on you. He actually strikes at you twice too, so he knows what he's doing. But because it's kind of close quarters, he can't get a decent strike in on you. This guy is this guy's engaged with Lupo. This guy, however, was on his way down, so I'm going to push down to here. And this guy is coming around like so. And this guy is coming around like so.
I heard voices too.
All right, so let's see. First one is going to hit Aldemar. Let's see what we get.
Oh, shit. You're getting hit.
Natural 20.
Oh, that's full damage.
Yep. Natural 20 on you with the long sword, my friend. It's another 7 points of damage to you.
14 total. What are you up to? What are you down to?
That's a good question.
You better look at your sheet.
Yeah, you've just taken like the last 2 rounds. You've taken
14 points.
damage. They're laying the hurt on you.
I think you were at full though. I was the only one that wasn't. It would be hit points.
All right. The one on Lupo ends up missing him. Grot, you've got actually the 2, I should say, that are on Lupo now are missed him. Grot, you've got this one, and you've got the sergeant that's on you. The sergeant already attacked, so I got to attack with the other guy. He's a fresh target. He's coming in and barely misses you. If I rolled anything higher, I would have got you.
Oh shit!
So he kind of swings over. Like again, these guys are better trained than orcs and better trained than goblins for sure.
Yeah. But
Okay.
They also smell bad.
Yeah. Okay, I've got next in line is Aldemar. You go next.
God.
And you've been damaged twice pretty significantly, so you're kind of like you're losing blood, you think.
Okay. Good point. Just looking at my. Good lord.
Your hit points are 39.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if I have anything in my.
You don't.
I'm trying to look to see if there's anything that'll like
Heal you?
Yeah.
Did you give Raw? Did you give everyone a healing potion or no?
No.
No. Okay.
Not this one. You'll find stuff. Don't worry. But like Gray's there to help you guys out and buff you
Okay.
out.
Am I in immediate attack? Like, am I within range of being?
Yeah, you're within combat range of at least these two right here.
All right, we're gonna kick some ass. The guy, the biggest guy, and the nearest guy to me.
They're both the same.
Okay, we're all right.
One of them, this guy right up here that's engaged with Lupo has taken some damage because Lupo hit him on the last turn. So this guy's fresh. This guy
All right,
is
all right.
hurt.
Kick his ass. All right, we're gonna do it.
Fresh guy.
Okay.
9 plus whatever.
9 plus, so it's 13. No, you miss on that one. You still have one more attack if you want to do it.
You did it.
Yeah, we'll do it again. Come on, baby.
Roll big.
18.
Right.
That's right.
All right, so roll me a 1d8.
Yeah, that's it. Do it.
4.
That's still half.
4 is enough that because Lupo managed to damage him the round before, so that'll end up killing that guy that's in front of Lupo. All right, the fresh guy is still up on top of you, and Duncan. Once you kind of get into that groove right there, Duncan is kind of like going to move back a little bit because he's got the wind knocked out of him. Let's see who's next. Grot, you're up next, and then Gray.
All right, I'm going to continue to press the attack on the large hobgoblin guy.
Okay.
So I still only get one attack, right? Not two?
Yeah, you're only going to get one attack.
All right. I'm going to use the special magma die.
Okay, how are you going to attack him?
Well, it doesn't matter. I rolled a 1.
Oh, boy. Okay.
I was just going to stab into him, but I stabbed into him wrong. Apparently, I'm rolling the Drew rolls today.
All right, let's see. That's crits. I need fumbles. There we go. Roll me a d20 right quick.
7.
Yeah. You drop your weapon. You must retrieve it or draw a new one on your next action.
God damn. All right. So Grat's hands are all slippery. He just kind of throws it at him.
Yeah. So you've been disarmed. Okay, that's you. And last, Gray, you're up.
How badly is Grot hurt? Can I tell from where I am?
Grot hasn't taken too much damage, actually.
Well, I'm down to 25 from 50. My total is 57 points.
Oh, okay. So he is down.
A little help over here.
But he's not dead. Are they really focused on Grot? Well,
Not quite. He's only half dead.
I'm bloody.
Do I have a shot on any of these that are attacking Grot right now?
You can definitely see, because Aldemar managed to drop one, so now you have line of sight to what's going on. So you can see, let's see, you can see this dude and Grot.
I'm going to hit the main dude with guiding bolt.
Okay. Fire away, Gridley.
All right. God, I hope this does not suck. Motherfucker. I got a 1.
Oh, spell misfire. Let's see. Oh, I was guiding bolt. I can't really do that. So, all right. So it basically doesn't go off.
Sorry, Grot.
It pizzles out. Paylor says, no.
Spell slot.
You hear this voice in the back of your head that says, no. None for you. Rothas, you're next up. We're back at the top of the round. We are now, 4 or 5 rounds in? So go ahead. Rothas. You see that one. Aldemar is right there, kind of struggling with this one that's in front of you. You have line of sight to that. You can barely see over his shoulders. There's a big dude behind him, too.
Okay. So pretty much directly in front of me is the little one and the big one in the back there, right?
Yeah, I wouldn't call him little. He's at least 5'11".
He's a whole foot taller than him.
Not 6 feet, but he's...
I am going to cast Lightning Bolt.
Oh, boy.
In a straight line right through the two of them.
Straight as I can make it.
I figured it's going to go basically straight through the first one and the second one in 100 feet.
Are you
beyond that?
So
Yeah, right.
So you can chain it like that, or you can cast a straight bolt. What do you want? You want to try to chain it?
We're getting.
It's kind of like it basically instead of like fireball going in a circle, this goes in a straight line. It's essentially what it's how it's described.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and you can cast that. So does it say it's instantaneous? Is that the?
It's instantaneous, and all creatures in the line make a dex save.
Okay.
So it's those two hobgoblins.
Just those two in the line there. Okay.
Yep.
And I need you to roll me a d20 real quick.
Oh. Natural 20.
Natural 20. Okay, you got it. Just go straight through. And first guy rolls an 18, and big sergeant dude rolls a 12. So you clip the sergeant guy's going to take full dam, and the guy that's in the very beginning right there, oddly enough, is going to take half. So what's the damage on that?
8d6.
8d6, same as a fireball.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I need. So first this guy even at half is going to die, so he's done.
Similar to any flammable objects in the line also catch fire.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I got that.
Well done.
Okay. So Sergeant Guy gets completely electrocuted, by the way, so we'll blow him off right there. Along the side here is now a flame. So let's flaming. Where's my flame and fire there? Okay.
Rotha saves the day by setting most of the place on fire.
There. All right, now Rothos, you don't have to roll, but Gray, everybody else, I need you to roll a d20 right now, except for Blodgett. Well, Blodgett too. Go ahead and roll.
9.
15.
Natural 20, baby.
Okay.
Blodgett also got a 15.
15. Who rolled the Gray? You rolled a 9?
9.
Okay, you're stunned because when you cast lightning bolts, there's a thunderclap that comes right after that because of the air coming back in again. So you are stunned for the next turn as a result of that.
Nice.
Oh, and let's see. Duncan made it, and Lupo is also stunned. So you and Lupo are actually stunned from the thunderclap that comes after that. And this is now along here is on fire. So.
Oh shit.
But the good news, there is some good news. The good news is that this is now Blodgett. You can sort of move to right about that point right there. So Blodgett, you're up next.
All right, I will continue to move forward, stamping out stuff as I go, so I don't get a hot foot, and checking what's left of the walls and behind the tapestries, approaching the door, and obviously, if I make it down to that corner, I'm peering around the corner to make sure there's nothing immediately going to threaten us from that.
Nothing but smoldering crap along here, and you see a door at the end of that.
All right, so I've got a door in front of me and a door around the corner.
The dry cork is never good.
All right, I'll look back and kind of.
And I should say this, Blodgett, right around here, there's a big pile of shattered glass that looks like mirrored glass.
I will be very careful with that so that I don't cut myself, especially if there are any upward pointing shards along the bottom edge of
this
the
door
glass
is charred black because of the fire.
Okay. I'll look back to see if anyone's looking my way, and if so, I'll wave them toward me since the coast is clear.
Only Duncan really sees you, and so Duncan's kind of clamber down because he's in no condition right now. He's kind of like coughing right now.
Right.
So he kind of moves down and away from you. Lupo,
what is Duncan's class, by the way?
He's a fighter.
He's a
like
fighter. Oh, okay.
Man at Arms from Masters of the Universe.
Yeah, gotcha. I just wanted to make sure because I would use some kind of hand signs or thief's cant to if he was a rogue as well. But
he's a fighter.
I just give him the
fighter.
The universal sign for come this way, and
he's smart.
Yeah.
He's kind of clutching his chest and kind of holding along the wall as he's going down the wall here.
All right. Well, I'm just holding that into the hallway to make sure that no other dangers threaten us, and if so, I'll immediately yell out to my companions. But otherwise, I'll just keep very watchful and wait for them to join me.
Okay. Lupo is on his knees, kind of like holding his ears from the thunderclap that happened. Those two guys have to as well.
Am I still out from the thunderclap too?
This guy right here, by the way, this guy is on his knees right now too from the thunderclap. This guy is he passed, but he did not. So
you guys all look like you were at a Saxon concert.
Yeah. And let's see who's up next. That's Lupo. Oh, now it's these guys. This guy right here, Grot, the one that's right behind you, is going to take a whack at you.
All right.
And he's going to miss, reeling from the thunderclap, so he misses. The sergeant's gone, so Aldemar, you're next.
All right. So you're there. Wait, where are you? All right, there you are.
Yeah.
There.
So there's the one bad guy between me and Grot, right?
Yeah, this one is. This guy's okay.
I'm gonna smack down that bastard.
Go on in front of me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
18.
All right, good enough. Give me a D8.
Six.
Nice.
Okay, and I'm going to add your dex to that because that's technically at 18. That would still be a crit on this guy. So that's going to finish this dude off right.
Actually, it's a D10. Oh.
Here we go. Okay, so that kills that guy. And let's see, Duncan has already done his thing. That leaves Blodgett's already there. Grot, you're next up. You have one. This one guy is just like easy pickings. All you got to do is just.
All right, I'm gonna just.
Don't fumble. You have to.
All right, I have to pick up my sword, then, don't I?
Yeah, you're gonna miss your turn if you do, though. You can draw another weapon and hit him, or you can. Yeah, you could.
I'm gonna. That reminds me. I'm gonna just draw back and punch this asshole in the face.
Okay, let's.
Unarmed strike.
Yeah, unarmed strike. Go.
Unarmed strike. 7 plus 4 or 5.
All right, you
9.
Okay, because he's stunned, I'm going to give it to you. If he'd rolled anything but a fumble, I probably wouldn't have given it to you.
Nice.
But so you end up like kind of pummeling him, and so roll 1d6.
All right.
And then add your strength bonus, which is 5, I think, 4 or 5.
Total, I think, is 9, but that could be. Well, that's for the weapon.
Yeah.
But 2 plus whatever.
2 plus.
It's whatever your strength bonus is.
Okay, you basically you pummel him down and just basically kill him.
2 plus 5.
Did we kill all of them?
Yeah, there's just a big pile of bodies in the area up here. And you're up next.
I asked.
You're stunned, Graves, but you can you can talk.
I called to Grot. Wait, we can question him.
Grat punch last hobgoblin. It smelled bad.
I can stabilize him.
No.
We have to spare the dying.
No.
No. Gray need to help Grat because Grat hurt.
Well, is anyone else hurt?
You're not listening to what Grat say.
Pretty much everybody's hurt except for Rothos right now.
Grat more important.
Not Blodgett.
Can
Yeah,
I
Blodgett's cool.
cast Cure Wounds right now?
On?
Oh, wait. No, not Cure Wounds, because that only works one. Prayer of Healing is within 30 feet. Well, it'll take me 10 minutes, but I'm assuming since everybody's dead that we've got some time. So within 30 feet, up to 6 creatures of my choice that I can see will regain 2d8 plus my spellcasting ability modifier, which is 7.
Oh, in that case, Duncan will come back up here. Oh, is that what you're doing?
Is the Dungeon Master metagaming? I'm just kidding.
Yes. Well,
How many hit points?
So that's 16 hit points total. Everybody would get back.
okay.
Oh, cool. I got 46. Well, yeah, 20. Yeah.
All right, that puts you back up. Is it per guy or is it for the whole prayer?
For each guy.
Oh, nice.
Up to 6 creatures of my choice that I can see, so all of us within range, regain hit points equal to 2d8 plus my spellcasting ability, so the total was 16.
All right, so everybody's up 16, including you, Aldemar.
I'm back up to. All right, I'm up to.
That's nice.
I'm up to 41.
Okay. All right, you're feeling much better, but it took 10 minutes to do. But in those 10 minutes, there's no other encounters thus far. Blodgett,
Was there anything left of the burning corpses of the hobgoblins down here?
No.
Okay, I didn't think there was anything left of them, so I didn't even bother to look. But
If there are any that are still intact, I could cast Spare the Dying on them so that we could interrogate one.
Well, considering that the prayer took 10 minutes to do, they're dead.
They're dead. Okay.
Blodgett, you have 10 minutes while he is doing his prayer requests up there. So in that time,
in that 10 minutes, I will investigate the 2 different doors, see if they're locked or trapped. If I hear noises on either side of them, I'm thinking the one that was hidden behind the burnt door is the one we should go into, and we'll express that to my companions when I get the chance.
The one here, as you go and you inspect this, you notice that behind the charred door is a wall, just solid stone behind there.
Okay.
So a false door that was right there.
All right.
Okay. So you'll also notice that when you come down here, this door looks almost identical to what this door used to look like.
Okay.
So you're figuring this out, is that they had a mirror that was right here that was reflecting this door up the hallway here.
Right.
And that when this shattered, this door is revealed. That was the trap or the trick.
Okay.
So that's what you got right here. You're up to this door right there. Go ahead and roll me a d20 real quick.
13.
No traps, and it is unlocked.
Okay. Am I hearing any noise or voices behind it, since that's where the mummies came from? The mummy goblins?
You hear nothing behind that door. No sounds, no nothing.
Okay. I'll go on ahead and ease it open and peer into it. Although, as I start to do that, I also think the last time I did this, a bear came rolling out the doorway. So I'll kind of do that and then kind of step back into that corner a little bit and make sure nothing slams into me or I don't hear anything. Then I'll peer in.
You can see right to about here, there is some kind of like a bed or something over here. It looks like a messy bed. And there's a little bit of light coming from somewhere in this room.
Okay.
But you don't know where because you don't see any torches from where you're at, but there must be some torchlight somewhere in this room. But that's about what you can see from that direction.
All right.
And in that time, you guys are now all healed up. Duncan's going to move down.
Well, let's go that far.
Rothos, what do you need to do?
I'm going to follow Duncan.
Okay.
He went pretty quick.
Yep. And Gray?
Oh boy, I check on Lupo just to make sure any more injuries.
Lupo's got his he's kind of wild-eyed right now, basically, but he's okay. It's like fighting in those close quarters will kind of
I tell him to trust in Paylor, and he will make it through this.
Mm-hmm. He's like
I ask, can you hear me? Can you?
Yeah, he's fine. He's not incoherent.
Okay, I was figuring after the thunderclap. Oh boy, is Duncan close by us?
Duncan's down here with Rothos.
Okay, are we able to get close to him? Because I was going to ask. He's not familiar with any of this, is he?
Not through here. Not this part of it.
Okay. Well, they obviously know that we're here. Wherever we're going, we should try to get there quickly. Or perhaps we should beat a hasty retreat and come back with reinforcements.
Well, behind this door, it looks like we've got a barracks. Or at least maybe somewhere where someone sleeps. So,
are any of the hobgoblins' clothing or faces intact?
Yeah. I mean, you can see what they look like if you want. Did you want to go up and investigate them?
I would.
Ones that aren't burned.
Who among us has a figure most similar to a hobgoblin?
I can turn into one.
Physically?
I was going to suggest we cut the face off of one of
I
the
could just turn into
God.
I have a spell. I could just turn into one.
dress one of us like one and smear them with blood and wrap the skin from one of the hobgoblins.
I could just look like one through magic. You don't need to take
Already
one
had
apart.
a Lecter.
It could fool them. Well,
Luke
if we
says,
hear anything against
Father.
go up the door, and if I listen, can we hear
You're a
anything?
sick motherfucker.
You told me that we should trust in Paylor.
I mean, am I hearing Gray describe all this?
Yes.
Well,
What
Paylor
a vile human.
Paylor would commit such treatment of such vile, evil creatures. I would never, ever even consider doing such a thing to any good creature, but these are foul.
And they stink.
They are worse than
down here. Blodgett's telling you he sees what seems like a barracks or something behind here.
So,
DM, I have a quick question. Was there anything? Could I take what was left over of the fur and skin, like the head
and tooth and claws
of Sid?
The bear is pretty much incinerated because of the lightning bolt that was cast right past him. But
fucking dickheads!
all right.
Grot, roll me a d20 real quick.
5.
Okay. Nope, you don't see anything.
Son of a bitch! I hate you all.
Yeah.
Having heard this whole plan from Gray, I don't know.
A cape.
Snap my fingers and cast disguise self on myself to look like one of the hobgoblins.
You can do that if you want.
So I do that in front of him to show him.
Or is there suddenly a hobgoblin among us?
No. I look at Gray and do it in front of him.
Okay.
Can you? Is that door open? And if so, can you peek in a bit and see what's beyond?
Which door?
Can he speak Goblin?
Good question.
Why don't you ask him?
That's what
He's right there in front of you.
I gotta make sure.
I can speak Orc.
Goblin. Orc.
I can only speak Orc and Undercommon. So
Aldemar, roll me a d20.
All right, he's coming back. He's fucking around.
Did any of you guys check the bodies of those hobgoblins, especially their leader?
No.
Kind of burned him up.
6.
Okay, you don't see anything either.
So I am now looking like one of the hobgoblins, and I just walk up behind Blodgett.
Okay.
Bye.
All right, Blodgett looks like a poorly disguised hobgoblin comes up behind you.
Well, it's magical. It's an illusion spell.
I point to the door.
Yeah, it has a faintly lilting elf voice behind you. Hi, Blodgett.
Yeah.
Hi, how are you?
I gotta try to sound.
All right.
I walk around the corner.
Your lead right now. What do you want to do?
Wait, who?
You,
Your lead.
Robert.
Oh, wait, Robert.
Yeah, I point to Rothos and say the door's here's the door.
Here's the door, you son of a bitch.
Yeah, I've put 2 and 2 together and figured out what you're doing. So it's like there's the doorway. I'll let you go first.
Hello, hobgoblin. That sounds like Rothos.
I guess I walk around the door and
Okay.
around the corner.
Hi, Rothos. I am a hobgoblin. All right.
I kind of try to make my voice sound a little raspy.
There are lanterns set into the walls in here, so you can sort of see they're kind of fitfully burning. I think they're getting low on oil. And this is what you see beyond in here, Rothos. So you get up in here, and this is what you see. Who's that?
Oh, there's no one in here?
Nope, no one in here whatsoever. This room is a barracks with wooden beds and straw mats. There is a table with six stools around it. Who could those 6 stools have belonged to?
Is there any porridge on the table?
Okay, on the table are the remains of a meal, dirty tin plates covered with grease, a few crusts of bread, a pot with some congealed stew or something in it, and with weak ale in them. There are also several cockroaches on the plates.
Can I smell it?
Yes, you can. Yeah,
I'm not going to go up to smell it, but can I smell it in the room?
Yes.
Like, okay.
Yeah.
So I'm trying not to show too much disgust, as I'm supposed to be a hobgoblin, so I'm kind of walking around trying to look normal, look casual.
Why casual?
While he's doing this, can we hear anything from out here? Is there anybody behind us, maybe?
Nope. Dead silent.
You can hear my gag reflex, probably.
Yeah. You hear Rothos up ahead going, "Oh my!"
I shout back, "It's all clear."
All right, I'll come in.
Okay. Blodgett goes in the door, and this is what you see, Blodgett.
Okay. I'll start investigating the bunks as soon as I have the opportunity.
Okay.
Rothos is disguised as a hobgoblin.
All right, you there, Gray. What are you going to do?
This is gonna end well.
When I look around, do I see anything that looks like any writing, any notes, any ledgers, anything that might be some kind of a document or map?
I presume you're going in, and then
Yes, I'm going to look for anything that might provide some information on the layout or about the activities here.
Okay. Aldemar, what are you doing?
So I'm not in the room yet.
No, you're not. I can put you there if you want.
All right, I'm gonna go. Yeah, let's go in the
Okay.
make it
Aldemar,
happen.
let's put you in.
Question.
Somebody going to watch
Yeah.
the door so we don't get snuck up on?
Quick question for the DM. How long ago in the game was when we were in that room with the fireplace?
It was
Minutes?
last such. Oh, yeah, just a matter of like maybe 10 minutes ago, 15 minutes ago.
Okay.
Gray.
Well, at least 10 minutes were spent casting that spell, and then we had
I was gonna
combat.
say,
So
About 20 minutes ago?
yeah, actually,
20, 30.
more like an hour. Actually,
Really?
you were carefully exploring that and dragging a stuffed bear around with you.
Well, he did come in handy.
All right, Gray, you don't find anything on the table. There's nothing that looks like paperwork. These guys don't look like they are scholars of any note. And you do see what looks like a very narrow hallway this way, and then there's a door right here.
Okay. So I'm going to listen at the door. Do I see any light, any candlelight or anything coming from underneath, or is it dark?
No, it's very. There's no light coming from under here, and then it's very dark down this passageway right here.
I listen at the door.
Okay. Roll me a d20.
16.
You hear
I'm proficient, or if I got it, yeah.
You hear nothing at all.
I tell him I don't hear anything behind this door. Blodgett, would you care to check this door for traps?
Blodgett is too busy looking for shit in the bunks.
Yes.
So let's.
Lupo, very carefully open this door.
You notice Blodgett's little ass is sticking out from underneath one of the bunks. Underneath there. Blodgett, roll me a d20 real quick, and then
Certainly.
I'll roll you.
Not touching. Natural 20.
Natural 20. Okay. Well, you notice that between one bed and the wall is a gold ring that is like wedged between the bed and the wall. It's
Okay.
Let's say this nice one right here. So
Okay. I will.
some kind of, it looks like a gold ring that's pushed against, like it's been wedged, like the bed has been pushed against it. It's stuck between the wall and the.
I will use my nimble fingers and my dagger and pry that out of there.
You could just pull the bed back,
or do that. I mean,
all right. So you pull the bed back, and it clanks down onto the to the pavement, the flagstone down there.
Yep.
Okay. It looks to be a gold ring. And roll me give me a d20. What's intelligence check real quick?
Okay. I rolled a 16.
Okay. It's definitely a gold ring. You can appraise it. So it's a gold ring. It's got a chipped amethyst in it. You figure it's worth about 150 gold pieces.
Okay.
So are you going to pocket that? You got to tell me what you're going to do with these things. So,
Yeah.
I join?
I slipped that little sucker into my pocket.
Okay. Let's see. Okay. So false from all.
Wow, I got a ring, huh?
Yeah, and let's see. Yeah, exactly. Well,
Yeah, this can't end badly.
Well, you don't know if it's magic or something.
Yeah.
But again, like I said, it's a chipped amethyst ring.
Okay.
You also notice that beneath the ticking of another is a bag, and in that bag is 15 walnuts.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so you have a bag with 15 walnuts.
All right.
All right, and then stuck in the headboard of a third bed is a rusty butcher knife.
Okay.
Okay, and everybody roll me a d20 real quick here.
Yeah, we're gonna roll a d20. See, come on.
There you go, natural 20.
Okay.
11.
19 for Grot.
Okay.
15 for Blodgett.
Okay, Blodgett and Rothos at about the same time. You notice that there is what looks like a locked box under what looks like the nicest bed of all of them, which is this one right here.
Okay.
Okay. It looks a little bit larger, like it might accommodate a larger hobgoblin.
Mm-hmm.
And there is, you managed to, since you're already over there, you managed to pull this thing up, and there, like I said, it looks like a lock box of some sort. It's an iron-bound lock box.
Okay.
That bed. So you pick
I will pick the lock.
Okay. Give me a d20 real quick.
10.
All right. And there it is. Okay. Picking the lock was easy. Roll me another d20 real quick.
19.
Okay. And you managed to avoid the rusty nail or the rusty needle that is stuck in it too. That was a really weak ass trap. So
I had a feeling it was probably trapped, but I figured,
you managed
go for it.
You managed to pop it open, and in the box is you estimate it's about 80 gold pieces are in this box.
Okay.
All right, and there is some kind of like silver. It looks like it's silver or pewter, a chalice of some sorts.
Okay.
Okay. Roll me another intelligence check, real quick.
Wait, am I seeing this with him?
You're seeing this as he's opening this up.
Another natural 20.
20. Okay, the chalice is worth exactly 483 gold pieces.
Okay.
Because you rolled a natural 20, I'll give you the exact equation of it.
Do I recognize anything on the chalice, like any engraving or anything?
No, it looks like it could have been part of maybe the cutlery or the chalice, or it might have belonged to whoever the stockade was sort of appropriated from back from the old world. It looks like an old world chalice. It looks like an old.
Uh-oh.
So there's nothing.
Poorly.
What's that, Rothos? Rothos is over here. Okay. Gray, you're still over there. Aldemar, you're right here. What do you want to do? You see all this going on? They pulled out this box.
Are there any religious relics, any holy relics in there?
No. Money.
I'm going to roll for perception.
All right.
Five.
You perceive nothing.
By the way, how are Blodgett and I going to split up this chalice? 1.5?
Well, it's
Well, it's not worth much, so I'll give you a couple gold pieces. And
now remember, let's say here DM advice. Remember, the more shit you carry, the more it encumbers you. So
yes,
take the shit.
Encumbrance. Oh boy.
Yep.
You take the shit that is worth the most and is the lightest. Gems come first.
Yes. Yeah,
so,
obviously the knife I'm not taking.
I'm just going to pocket it all. I mean, Lupo is really kind of your pack bearer anyways. So, like, if you want to give it to him, you could just take the whole box.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go in and do
Load
that.
it up on Lupo. Okay, Lupo will put it into the community backpack.
Yeah.
Our walking
and I've still
holding.
got that bag of 50 gold pieces from the last.
Yeah.
From the office, from the payroll.
Do you want to give it to Lupo, or are you going to hang on to it?
I'll hold on to it for the moment, but I make sure people know that I have it. I'm not trying to cheat my companions completely.
I'm not like that other thief that used to be part of this pack.
Yeah.
Okay, Gray, you're nearest the door, and then to your right is that passageway that goes down.
How far down the passageway can I see?
Well, we can push you over there, and you can have a look.
Blodgett's guessing that it leads to the secret door where they came out from, is what I'm guessing.
Roll me a d20, Blodgett.
Sure.
Since you have great halfling intuition.
11.
Yeah, I'll give it to you anyways. You are 100% correct. The gods of luck smile upon you, and you can see that this thing goes down to. You can see it go. It continues straight back.
Mm-hmm.
Oops, there we go. And you can't see it much past there, but it is a straight shot that goes right along the column, the way that you guys just came down. So yes, that was their little way to kill. It's kind of ambush you and like circumvent you.
Mm-hmm.
All righty. So here we are.
Can Rothus walk up to that door
Sure.
and try to open it?
Okay. It is open already, so it's not locked or anything.
Well, since I'm the one that looks like the Hobgoblins, I will walk through confidently.
Okay. All right. So you open the door and you go in. You didn't hear anything on the opposite side, so let me give you this. This is what you see. Look at this. What's that on the side of the wall right there? My goodness.
Uh-oh. What?
It's about as far as you can see. You have infravision. You don't see any, there's no torches or anything in here. Okay. But in your infravision, it seems like it's kind of cold in here. And the sounds in here seem very muffled, like it's almost like soundproof. Okay. So the corridor right here is unlit, okay, and it is thickly carpeted. The hallway is quiet, and shadows seem to muffle any sounds that are made from the outside, like anybody in the back there. Faded blue drapes hug the walls to either side, and the carpet is a cheerless gray.
Cheerless gray.
Cheerless gray.
Cheerless gray.
So this is about as much as you can see with the light that's right behind you. And let's put Lupo over here just for shits and giggles, because
he has the light, right?
He's got the light, yeah. All right, so that's
behind the elf.
So Rothos is right there. Grot, what are you doing? You're way in the back here.
I'm still reeling over the loss of my friend.
Mourning the loss of
I'm mourning the loss of my teddy bear. Yeah. So he's looking around. I'm going to roll perception and see if I see anything unusual. What does Grat eyes see? I rolled a 13 plus perception plus 1 is 14.
Okay. Your infravision sees just about as far as Rope from right out there.
All right, cool. So I see these cheerless tapestries.
Mm-hmm. All right. And the sound in here is kind of muffled. Like if you talk, just hearing your breath, it just kind of sounds like you're in like a soundproof booth.
Oh, that's weird. And I don't know what this is, right?
No. And then, like I said, there's blue curtains that go along the wall here.
I'm gonna lift one of the blue curtains and look behind it to make sure there's no weird door.
No, there's no doors from where you're at, but you can see that the walls behind you are just made out of like a kind of a flagstone, like a set stone.
Oh, okay. So it seems solid.
Yeah, and the same kind of carpet that you came down it's in better shape though. It's not like moldy like the other one. It seems like it's in semi decent shape.
Oh, so either Rothfuss or Aldemar could set this one on fire
very easily.
Fantastic. All right. I'm going to hang back and wait for the more appropriate people to check out this hallway.
Okay. So let's go around the horn. Gray, you're right there. What do you want to do?
Well, I don't want to get too far ahead of the fighters. I would prefer that we keep Doc in front and maybe Duncan in back in case we get snuck up on again. Well, how far down can we see in this hall now?
Just about, from Rothos, you can't see as well as he can, but he can see about 40 or 50 feet down, and there's no heat signatures, let's just say that. So he doesn't see anything going down this hallway, but it definitely goes back quite a bit.
I don't want to be the first one to run into something.
Praise Paylor.
Yeah, I'm going to hang back, and I will wait until either Grot or Duncan lead the way, and I'm going to stay a little closer to the middle of the party.
All right, since we're going, Blodgett, what do you want to do?
Once I'd found out that no one had inspected the bodies of those hobgoblins that were killed up north of us, especially their leader, I'm going to bugger up the secret small hallway and go up and do a real quick search of their bodies, especially the sergeant, just to make sure there's nothing, a set of keys or something like that might come in handy later.
All right, so you run back to where the bodies were.
Yeah,
which is right here. So I'll just get it.
And I'll tell Lupo that that's exactly what I'm doing. That way, when the party notices I've disappeared, someone knows where I've buggered off to.
Okay. Right about this part, right? Oops. right about here is where you find the secret door.
Okay.
Because it's still open.
Right.
And you get out there, and the hobgoblins have they've got silver pieces on them. Basically, there's not much to them. The sergeant, on the other hand, his longsword is fairly nice, but it's nothing to write home about. He was just really good with it. The only thing you find on his body that is of any note is the sling that he had.
Okay.
He still had about 10 these kind of like metallic bullets that go with the sling.
Okay.
So that's really the only thing of note that he had on him. No keys, no paperwork or anything like that. He was just a big bugger. But that sling definitely it is something that is out of the ordinary.
I will go on ahead and retrieve that and those bullets, since I've already got those walnuts. Who knows? I might even use them at some point in time. And does Blodgett have any skill with that? I know halflings often have.
I mean, you can.
proficiency.
Yeah, you can certainly become. It's easier for you to become proficient with that sling as a halfling.
Okay, I'll kind of play around with it, and it's like,
You
might be
know how to use it
useful
that way. Yeah, you know how to use it.
All right, and then as time permits, as soon as I can, I'll go rejoin my party and let them know that there wasn't much, just a few coins and.
All right. Well, he's doing that. Aldemar, what are you doing?
You're in that room there.
Right. I'm gonna just move up to join Lupo.
Okay. All right. So you're about there. Blodgett comes back. You guys are kind of monkeying around, and he lets you know what he's found. Unless you don't want them to know about the sling.
Oh, I just know they can see that I picked it up.
Okay.
Is that where the secret door was?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So secret door was up there.
Oh, okay.
All right. So we're coming up on time, but give me what do you want to do, Rothos?
Still in my hobgoblin disguise, I'm gonna confidently walk forward, like I own the place.
Okay. And Duncan will kind of warily walk beside you.
We'll just say Duncan is kind of looking like a prisoner of mine, we'll say.
Yeah. All right. Okay. As you guys proceed down the corridor, there's suddenly a frightened squeak at your feet, and a rat bolts across the hall and disappears into a hole in the wall. The drapes are attached to the wall at both the ceiling and the floor, and every 20 feet there's a break in them. Okay. So in them where a torch bracket is mounted, there are no torches in those, but there's a bracket in the walls there. Okay. At the south, let's see. That's at this. Okay, so that's where you guys came in. All right. So you guys are here, and any noise you make is kind of muffled in here because of the curtains. So you can see down here a little bit further. All right. And that's probably about the limit of your light. Like, remember, Duncan's a human, so he can't really see what's going on. So without Lupo in there, so Lupo's going to follow along to give you some light. And Aldemar, you're next. What do you want to do? You're right there at the door.
I'm just gonna keep moving up.
Okay. And Gray.
I'm just going to stay close to them. I'm going to try to stay behind. I was actually going to wait for Grot, but since Duncan is up ahead, I'll just stay right behind the group close to Lupo.
Okay. And Grot.
Grot will bring up the rear just to check behind him.
Okay. And
I'll have my greatsword drawn.
Okay. The one you dropped and didn't pick up, but yeah.
But yeah. I picked up.
Okay. Blodgett, I would presume you're behind here.
Yeah, but I'm checking out the curtains because last time that kind of bit us in the ass, so I'm not going to make that same mistake. So even though everybody else is ahead of me, I'm going to check them out as we move forward.
Push those guys up a little bit. Duncan, over here. The rest of you guys can go up there as well. Actually, wait a minute. Come back.
We're just going to move us all as one.
Yeah, everybody together as one. Just grab the whole party and push you on up like so.
Fog of war. Cool.
Okay, so it curves off this way. So, and let's see. Let's just grab the rest of the guys. Push it over here. Here. This is where I think I'm going to leave you for the night. So let's put you right there.
All right.
Do I see anything?
Yeah, I'll show you. Hang on a second. It's just more continue. It's just more of the same. So this is what you can see, Roltas.
Have we been checking the curtains all the way?
You tell me, man. I just work here.
Blodgett is, but I'm
Yeah,
behind you. I don't know what you guys are doing.
Blodgett, roll me a. Let's see, you're right there. So roll me a d20 real quick.
11.
Gotta search for those hidden.
Nope, you do not find anything. You're kind of like lifting up the curtains as you go along the way. Trying to see. Now remember, they're attached to the ceiling, so you can't really like. Man, you could yank them down if you wanted to. Well, Brock could probably yank them down, but you're kind of looking underneath them as you go. I mean, occasionally you see a rat or something like that, or a little.
I could set them on fire.
But nothing of note.
No.
Okay.
Okay. And again, any of your voices end up being very muffled. So I'm going to push it right up to this edge here, and then we'll call it a night.
All right, cool.
And that's that. And that's
Should we, as a group, post up and maybe have half watch and half rest for a little while? If
That might be a good idea. Yeah.
Coming.
Find a place to rest.
Yeah. I mean that you could. I can say you can rest back at the barracks if you want to, but it's kind of up to you. You know how long you want to.
We could take turns half watch while half switch.
Or you can just do it right here where you're at in this hallway. It doesn't seem like this has been used. Aldemar looks around and says, that doesn't look very trafficked. Like there's not many footprints or anything in the carpet. It's kind of hard to tell anyways, because the carpet is actually a little bit in better condition than the hallway you came through. So this is your marching order for right now. So if you want to move anybody around, now's the time to let me know.
All right. I'm good. Grant's fine where he's at. And he doesn't hear anything behind him, does he?
No.
All right.
And you wouldn't hear it anyways because everything's very muffled in here.
And we assume that's the carpet doing that.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, you're fairly
And
certain.
I'm still in my hobgoblin form, trying
Yes.
to look like I'm escorting these prisoners.
Yeah.
Prisoner.
Well, it could be, and I'll just give this to you as well. It could be that you could be like a hobgoblin guard, and these are slavers looking to buy slaves, right? You could pretend that way as well. So, all right, I'm going to leave you guys here at this point, and then we will hit it back again. The next encounter is going to require all of your cooperation and all of your talents, because the next one is going to be a serious clusterfuck.
Nice. All right, cool. Everyone, thank you. This has been Masculine Geek, number 121. Thank you for joining us. This has been session 20. And we will probably pick this up again sometime in June, so stay tuned. I will tweet that out. I will also put that up on the website as well, on various other areas. hilarious. So without further ado, we're
Should we
going to
start
say,
a Deadpool for everybody?
Yeah, you should do that. Actually, yes.
you're right. She's going to die first.
You should bet with crypto.
Nice. I'll start the email thread as far as the scheduling is concerned on the back end. So everyone, thank you for joining us. Everyone in the chat, everyone who's been viewing, everyone who's been viewing later, thank you for joining us and tuning in. Until next time, TJ, take us out.
Keep the wine flowing. Keep the fire burning. Avoid going down range. Don't take any wood nickels. And don't do a gay hand and drink all the rum.